Welcome, dear seekers. Today we walk a path that many fear to tread, the school of necromancy. To some, it is a forbidden art steeped in darkness and dread. To others, it is a pursuit of knowledge, the understanding of life's fragile thread and the mysteries that lie beyond it. Necromancy does not merely command the dead, it explores the forces that bind soul to body, the energy that lingers beyond the veil of mortality. Let us uncover the truth of this enigmatic school of magic. Necromancy is the study of life, death, and the power that flows between them. While the uninitiated often associate it solely with the reanimation of the dead, its scope is far broader. Necromancers learn to manipulate the life force that sustains all living creatures. Some drain vitality from their enemies to fuel their own resilience. Others commune with departed souls to extract secrets long buried by time. Necromancers walk the narrow line between the known and the unknown, wielding power that can steal breath from the living or grant temporary respite to the dying. To study this school is to grapple with the most fundamental truths of existence. What is life? What is death? And where lies the boundary between the two? Necromancy's spells are as varied as life itself. At its simplest, it grants power over the fragile thread of mortality with spells like Spare the Dying, a whisper of magic that steadies a fading heartbeat and holds death at bay. False Life, by contrast, calls upon necromantic energy to infuse the caster with a fleeting echo of vitality, an imitation of life that grants resilience in the face of peril. Yet necromancy's reach extends beyond life's edge. Speak with Dead allows a caster to awaken the dormant memories of a corpse, conversing with the echoes of a life long extinguished. And then there is Animate Dead, perhaps the most infamous of necromantic spells. It does not restore life, but instead binds a semblance of motion to bone and sinew, raising tireless servants to obey their master's command. At the height of this school's power lies Finger of Death, a spell that wrenches the life from a creature with a surge of necrotic force. Those slain by its touch do not rest. Instead, they rise anew as mindless thralls, their will devoured by the spell's sinister energy. The ethical questions surrounding necromancy are complex. Does raising a skeleton to guard a village against marauders defile the memory of the fallen? Or does it honor their sacrifice by allowing them to protect the living once more? Is it more ethical to raise the dead to fight in a battle and to send living soldiers to their deaths? Necromancers must grapple with these questions, for intent matters as much as action. Magic, after all, is merely a tool. Its morality is defined by the one who wields it. This moral divide has led to the rise of distinct necromantic sects across the ages. Among the most well-known is the Pale Circle, a reclusive order of scholars who believe that necromancy, when wielded responsibly, can serve the cause of life. Rather than raising the dead for labor or battle, they use their craft to stave off decay, preserve bodies for proper burial, and extend vitality through spells like life transference. To the Pale Circle, death is not an enemy to be defeated, but a truth to be understood, a force to be respected rather than exploited. In stark contrast stand the Bone Sovereigns, a cabal of power-hungry necromancers who revel in dominion over the dead. They see the spirits of the departed as tools to be bent to their will, raising vast legions of undead to claim territory, enforce their authority, and challenge the natural balance of life and death. Their legacy is one of fear and ruin, with cities like Valrith Garlith still haunted by the restless dead left behind after the Bone Sovereign's reign collapsed. Between these extremes lies the quiet majority, pragmatic scholars who seek only to unravel the mysteries of existence unburdened by ambition or fear. The archives of the SeekersSociety hold tales of necromancers whose mastery of this school left a permanent mark on history. There is the tale of Master Dairos Valen, a scholar who sought to understand the boundary between life and death. In his later years, he journeyed to the Ashen Mire, a swamp where the spirits of the drowned were said to wander. There he conducted a ritual known as the Soulbinding Concord, intending to commune with the lost. The ritual succeeded, but not as he had hoped. The spirits, unmoored by centuries of neglect, clung to Dairos's presence, merging with his mind. When he returned to the nearby village of Brackenreach, He spoke with dozens of voices, recounting lives long forgotten, hunters claimed by the Maya's shifting bogs, wanderers swallowed by the mist, children whose names had faded from memory. The villagers listened in awe and fear. Some found solace in the returned memories of their ancestors, others fled, believing Deiros cursed. His body was later discovered beside the marsh, his face serene, his journal open to a single line. The dead remember us even when we forget them. To this day, it is said the wind through the ashen mire carries faint whispers, stories of lives that once were, and a name spoken with reverence and dread, Deiros Valen, the keeper of echoes. Then there is the grim legend of Oros the Everbound, a wizard obsessed with conquering mortality. Oros wove necromantic rituals into his very bones. When death came for him, his body crumbled, yet his soul remained tethered to the remains. For centuries, his skeletal figure stalked the catacombs beneath the ivory spire, whispering secrets of forbidden magic to any who dared approach. Necromancy is, at its heart, the study of life and death, the forces that shape existence itself. It demands both curiosity and caution, for the line between mastery and obsession is thin indeed. To walk this path is to accept that power carries consequence and that every question answered reveals more mysteries beyond. And with that, dear seekers, we conclude this entry into the archives. If this exploration has stirred your curiosity, lend your support by liking this video and consider joining the Seekers Society by subscribing to the channel. Until next time, may your understanding of life grow ever deeper and your respect for death never falter.